Hey everyone, welcome back to ACT Math Quick Hits, where you can make this one small change and watch these videos. It doesn't cost you any time, or it doesn't cost you any money, and it only costs you a little bit of time, and you're going to help improve your ACT score. So there's the rundown of the math section of the ACT, and let's get back into it for today. All right, so it tells us an object is launched vertically at 30 meters per second from a 55-meter tall platform. Okay, great. We could draw a picture for this if you want, but that's just going to eat up precious time. If we keep reading, this part kind of becomes the most important piece for us to answer. It says the height, h of t, in meters of the object t seconds after launch, and then here's our equation. Then it says what is the height in meters of the object 3 seconds after launch. Okay, so this statement up here tells us the height is going to be the output. That's where the h comes from. And then of t, that means time is going to be the input. So for this one becomes a Desmos hack for us. It gets really, really easy because all we got to do is put this into Desmos. Now, I think we've tried this before, but I'm going to try it here. Sometimes Desmos gets goofy with different variables, with your input variable being called t. So let's see. It does give us a symbol. Actually, I think it'll actually happen on the next part. But let's just keep going, just to see for sure. So we just put in this equation, right? All I do is I just type this equation in exactly as it has told me. It gives us our graph. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so I can see it. And understanding this just means like our projectile is coming up and then it reaches its max and then comes back down. Cool. But it wants to know what is the height after 3 seconds. So this is where I think it gets messed up. If I do t equals 3, yep, it gets messed up here. So that was the part that I think I remember happening before. So we do need to call this x, otherwise it can graph it for us, and then we could move along the graph if we wanted to, but this is going to be way easier because it will give us the intersection point. There we go. So there, I just changed it to h of x. So x is my input variable. It's just representing time. And then notice how I had to go back and change it in all my equations. And then I just want where my time is equal to 3. I don't really like their Desmos graphing calculator because it's so small. You can bend or you can drag it, make it a little bit bigger, or zoom in and stuff. But I like the big full screen version of it. All right, anyway, so here we go, right? So I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. All I'm finding is where does this x equals 3 intersect with my parabola graph, right? And notice it does even give us that ordered, or it gives us like a point there. We don't need to find it. It knows that that's what we're looking for. So we end up with 3, right? That's our time, and then comma 100.9, that's our meter. So it doesn't give us, a unit or anything like that. We have to understand that piece of it. But that's how high it will be after 3 seconds. So let's see. Can I answer? Oh, I can. So I can answer with the Desmos up there. That's interesting. All right. So there we go. I know this stuff isn't the most interesting out there, and these videos aren't the most polished, but we're here to learn about the ACT and practice some math concepts, and then also get a Desmos hack like we just did. So your future self is going to appreciate it if you like and subscribe, because you'll keep getting these quick hits, and that's going to help you improve your ACT score. Thanks for watching, everyone.